Welcome back to the Global Local Top Tips, and today something really special, chicken marinade. It's a dish I was taught many years ago and I haven't changed it to this day. It's so versatile, can be used in so many dishes, and I'm going to go through it with you today. Let's get stuck in. So to get started here with this chicken marinade, I'm going to make a chicken dish out of it today. And this marinade can be used for so many things. It can be used to marinate your chicken or your fish, for stir fries, for burgers, just for chicken skewers. It can be used for so many things. It's so tasty, so versatile. I'm going to make a baked chicken dish with it today. It is going to be so quick and easy. It's going to be really tasty. So first, the marinade. So first I'm going to use 2 yellow capsicums. And I'm using yellow capsicums purely just for the colour. So I want to take the seeds out. Just put them in here. Now you can use different colour capsicums. Just be careful when you start mixing colours. You don't want to get a browny, purpley marinade, so just be careful of the mixes you put in. I'm going to put in 2 chilies. I'm just going to cut it in half. I'm going to leave seeds and everything else in there. With this second chili, I'm going to hold just half back just to finish up, okay? I've got 6 garlic cloves just in there. I've got some fresh coriander here, and I don't want to use the leaves. I want to keep the leaves. So I'm just going to use the stalks. There's a lot of flavour in the stalks, and a lot of time people just throw them out. It's such a waste. I'm going to put in 250 mils of olive oil or vegetable oil. It's completely up to you. It makes very little difference. Just be careful with the stronger tasting oils like sesame oil. You can't overpower it. Got some soy sauce here. And I want to put in 100 mils of soy sauce. And turmeric. 2 tablespoons of turmeric. Now you can see I'm not measuring these things out. I have a fair idea that this is the right amount. But this marinade is so forgiving. It doesn't really make a terrible amount of difference if you put in a little bit too much of one thing and a little bit too less of the other. I'm going to put this all into the blender. I'm going to mix it up and get back to you. So now I've got my chicken marinade here. Blend it up. I want to put in lots and lots of salt and pepper. And you notice that I'm wearing gloves. Now I prefer always to really wash my hands really well and to get in there. But with this, because there's so much turmeric and spices in there, it will actually send your hands yellow. So that's why I'm using gloves. I've sliced up 3 breasts of chicken, and I've just thinly sliced it, and I'm just gonna let it sit in there. Now I can put this in the fridge for up to 3 days, and the longer you leave it, the longer you're leaving the marinade to get into that meat. If it was fish, I wouldn't leave it in there that long, maybe a couple hours. But at a minimum, with this chicken, 2 hours in the fridge just to have that marinade get in. But the really nice thing about this marinade is that you can actually use it as a cooking liquor, and that's exactly what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to leave this sit in the fridge, covered in Glad wrap for 2 hours, take it out, finish it up. So the dish I'm going to show you today, using that marinated chicken, is just a really beautiful hearty dish. Some cherry tomatoes, some potatoes, some coriander, some mozzarella cheese, and we're going to bake it all up like a chicken bake, and it is going to be sensational. So here I've got a half a kilo of potatoes, and I've just cut them into quarters. You can use little baby potatoes if you want, and I've just put a teaspoon of olive oil in here, and I'm just going to rub them around in there, and I'm going to bake these off for 15 minutes in the oven. So here we are. Our potatoes have been in the oven for about 15 minutes, and by no means are they cooked. I just wanted to make sure that they were just softer. So when I added my chicken and my marinade, by the time the potatoes are cooked, my chicken isn't overcooked. So I'm giving them 15 minutes head start. So straight in here with our chicken and our marinade, straight in on top of those potatoes. And I'm just gonna level it out a little bit. And you can see it's just starting to bubble a little bit. And that's perfect. So now, by the time those potatoes are cooked, it'll have sucked in the rest of that marinade. The chicken will be beautiful and tender. It'll be perfect. Into the oven for 30 minutes at 180. So here we are, 30 minutes after we've put our chicken and our potatoes into the oven. And look at that. It's looking pretty good. What I'm going to do is just give it a little stir around. You can see that potato. You can see that potato is taking up all that juice. And they've gone that beautiful yellow colour. Now what we're going to do is we're going to crank up our oven to 220. And we're going to add in our cherry tomatoes. We're going to add in a little half of the chili that we have left. And then we've got a big lump of mozzarella cheese here, and what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to rip pieces off it. I'm just going to, big chunks, just sit them on top there. Just rip it off. And you can use any cheese you want really, but mozzarella is beautiful. It's nice and stretchy. It just really adds just a beautiful finish. Chuck that in there. Now, back in the oven, 15 minutes at 220, crisp up the top. So here we have it. Out of the oven, mozzarella's been melted, them cherry tomatoes have just started to blister, and all the potato and chicken has sucked in all that marinade. I can smell it, it's absolutely brilliant. What I'm going to do here now is I've got some coriander, and I'm just going to rip it over the top. And what this is, just gives a bit of freshness to it. I've got a little bit of sour cream here that I've just watered down just a little bit. And then the rest of that fresh chili, just add an extra fresh kick to it. And there you go, really, really simple, all in one dish, absolutely perfect. So there you have it, my chicken marinade dish. It is so adaptive to so many different dishes. So easy, all in one pot, perfect. I hope you enjoyed. Please comment down below. Please hit that like button, the subscribe button and the bell icon, and we'll see you soon.